today I'm going to do something super fun. I have so many new people on my channel that I feel like we need to get to know each other a little bit better. So in this video, I'm going to tell you 50 things I bet you don't know about me. We're going to cover all different topics, fun, quick facts, and the very last fact I'm going to share with you is going to be one that I have never told another person. Even if you've been on my channel since day one and you have watched every single one of my more than 400 videos, you are going to learn something new today and it is going to shock you. So let's get going and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about me. So we're going to get going with an easy one here. If you've been around for a while, you might know this. I used to own an ice cream shop, and at the end of 2022, I sold it. It was open for 7 years. I actually created it, built it from scratch, blood, sweat, and tears, and so many years of hard work. And I decided that it took up too much of my time. I wanted to spend my time with my husband and my family, and I missed just regular life because being in the restaurant business is tough. And so I sold my ice cream shop at the end of 2022 and I have never looked back. You all know I own 2 dogs right now, Maxie and Pollux. Pollux is a mixed breed. Maxie is a 100% pure white miniature schnauzer, but prior to them, Randy and I used to own 3 other miniature schnauzers, and we owned them over the years. We had Bailey, who was a salt and pepper schnauzer. We had Benny, who was also a salt and pepper schnauzer, and we adopted him when he was a senior dog. He was 9.5 years old. Then we have Benson. Oh, my Benson. He was a pure black, the love of my life, miniature schnauzer. And then we adopted Maxie and Pollux that you all know now. I have had gray hair since 2018. To be exact, October of 2018 was the last time that I dyed my hair a dark color, and this is what grew out, and I get asked every single day, not exaggerating, without fail, somebody when I go out in public says, "Is that your real hair color? Did you do that? Did you have that put in there? Are those your real curls?" And my answer is always, yes, this is my natural hair. Almost 6 months ago, I had a hysterectomy, a total hysterectomy. Everything came out. I was put into surgical menopause instantly with that surgery, and I think that I'm completely recovered. My doctor says I'm 99% recovered, but I'll take it. I'm going to take it and go. I'm now feeling fantastic. I have a college degree. I graduated from the University of Kentucky in 1993 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Marketing and Communications. And believe it or not, I'm one of those gals who actually uses her education. I honestly never thought that I would. And back in the day, marketing communications was television, newspaper, radio advertising, magazine, it was print. That's gone out the window today. Now it is social media. Everything is on the web. I've had to learn and adapt what I learned in college and convert it into what is popular today, but I think I'm doing pretty well. Since I started my YouTube channel in February of 2019, I believe that's when my first video came out, I have had 2 videos that have gone viral. The first one was about my adopting Pollux from our local animal shelter. It has over 2 million views at this point. My second video that went viral, it was me showing you all how to make my favorite Christmas candy called Christmas Crack. I guess last year at the holidays, everybody was searching for Christmas Crack or Christmas candy on YouTube, and my video came up, and I have, I think, 500,000 views on that video at this point, and that is fantastic. And with the holidays coming up, you need to make Christmas Crack. I'll link it in the description box below for you. Randy and I have been married for 22 years, and we actually have 2 anniversaries. We always celebrate the day we got engaged, which in fact is today. I'm filming this on our anniversary, our engagement anniversary, but we still celebrated. And then our wedding anniversary is on January 1st of every year. We've been married 22 years, happily married. And one strange random fact, you all see me on my YouTube videos not wearing my wedding ring. I've got a wedding ring. I wear it in the winter, but for some reason in the summertime, my fingers swell up. I think it's all the humidity in Western Kentucky. The humidity causes my fingers to swell. I can get my ring on, but getting it off is something. And there have been times when the ring has been stuck on my finger for a couple days and it just kind of freaks me out. Sleeping in a ring and showering and cooking with my wedding ring on. I like to take my ring off when I go to bed at night. So if you see me without a wedding ring, just know it's summer. My hands are swollen. I get motion sick. Motion sickness is a thing and it is bad. I cannot watch a carousel go round. I don't want to ride on a boat. You will not find me riding in the passenger side of a car that is going on hills or twists and turns because I will be sick. And I recently purchased these C-bands that have that ball. You put it on your pressure point right there. And I used them the other day. Believe it or not, my husband made homemade peach margaritas for me. We were out in the pool. Every time I turned around, he was filling up my margarita glass. And I guess my margaritas got away from me. I didn't realize how much alcohol I had taken in. And I had to come inside and lay down. I started feeling nauseous and I put on my C-bands. They worked. I did not get sick, but I'm glad that I have them because anytime that I get in the car and I'm not driving or we go on a boat or I get on a plane, I'm going to now wear these C-bands to try to ward off motion sickness. There are a couple foods I absolutely hate. Melons, any kind of melon, watermelon, honeydew melon, cantaloupe, there's just something about them. I don't like melons and I don't like peas. Green peas, black-eyed peas, peas in general. Foods I love, basically everything else. But if I had to say what my favorite food is, what I can eat all the time, what do I always think about? If we're out of town, where do I want you to take me? I want pizza. I never get tired of pizza. And I don't like fancy pizza. I want plain, thin crust, pepperoni, and ground beef, or maybe a meatball pizza. And that's it. Good old pizza. I love living in a slow country small town. This is my vibe. It is my speed. I don't mind visiting big cities. They kind of make me anxious. All the people and all the traffic, my anxiety just kind of flares up a little bit. I'm always happy to leave the big cities and come back to my small country life. My absolute favorite thing to do on a summer weekend is hang out in the pool with my husband, listening to country music and drinking a margarita with a book in my hand. And you saw these? Yep, I have to wear reading glasses to read anything up close, definitely to look at my phone, to do some things on my computer. My eyesight up close is poop. I have to squint, I have to stare. I really think that all those years of squinting to see things up close are what caused these two little wrinkles right over my eyes. I can see far away perfectly, 20/20 vision, but the older I get, the up close reading, it isn't working so well for me. My favorite place to vacation is Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Randy and I have been going there every winter, I think for almost 13 years now. I've done many videos from all of our travels to Puerto Vallarta. I'll link them in the description box, so if you have any interest in going to Puerto Vallarta, I'm your girl. I can tell you where to go, what to do, where to stay, where not to stay, where to eat, and everything you want to know about my favorite city in the world. So now let's talk about a couple things that I do and a couple things that I do not do. I do not watch the news. Why? It's depressing. It's sad. It's sensationalized. They're not going to tell me anything that I can't learn by talking to my friends or my neighbors. And if something is so important that I really need to know it, my husband will probably let me know. So I don't watch the news. I don't eat oysters. Just something about it. Not going to eat an oyster. And I do not straighten my hair. I get so many requests from you all on my YouTube channel, on Instagram. People email me and send me DMs and say, Renee, please straighten your hair just for shits and giggles. Straighten your hair. We want to see what you look like. And my answer every single time is heck no. And the one time I did it, it really messed up my curl pattern. So it's a hard no for me on straightening my hair again. I started intermittent fasting over a year ago now. I love it. I try to eat in my window from 10:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and I don't eat any other time of the day. I hate winter and I absolutely hate cold weather. And when it starts to get cool outside, you will find me in sandals or Birkenstocks or some sort of summer shoe until my toes are so cold they're going to freeze off or there's snow on the ground. I refuse to put on regular socks and shoes unless it's tennis shoes and I'm going on a walk. That's a whole different thing. But winter shoes and boots, no. So what am I up to these days? Well, of course, YouTube. I put out 2 YouTube videos a week every Tuesday and Friday. I'm really trying to grow my Instagram account. If you follow me over there on Instagram, hopefully you can see that I'm putting a lot of effort into new content, things you don't see on YouTube, you can now see over on Instagram. Instagram is real time. I share what I'm thinking, what's going on in my life, and I'm doing lots of Instagram reels for casual, affordable clothing, things around my home, decor things. It's just so easy to film a reel and get it up on Instagram. Where filming a YouTube video takes a lot of time. It takes forever for me to edit and for it to come out because I only do 2 a week. So I'm really concentrating on Instagram and I hope you all see that. I'm also trying to grow my email list. I send out a weekly newsletter every Sunday morning. It's a bunch of fun. And again, it's stuff that you don't see on Instagram, you don't see on my YouTube channel. I share recipes, what the dogs are up to, what my husband has to say, kind of things that are on my mind. And I would love for you to be on my email list. There's a link in the description box below this video. All you have to do is click, put in your email, and you will get my newsletter every Sunday morning. I told you some things that I don't like, and now I want to tell you some things that I do like. I love mornings. I am a morning person. I love to get up early, watch the sun come up. In fact, I sit right here on the couch with Pollux beside me, drinking my coffee, just enjoying the sunrise. There's something about mornings. There's so much potential in the day. The world is quiet. I really get my thoughts together, and I'm just a morning person. I'm not, however, a nighttime person. I fall asleep on the couch most nights while Randy's watching TV. Oh, but I love to slip in bed at night, and the moment when my head lays on my pillow, there's nothing like it. I do try to stretch my body every day. I lay down on the floor and stretch my hips, my back, my arms, and my neck. It's super important to me to do those things, and I try to do it every single day, sometimes twice a day. I love to go on a walk every day. When the weather's nice, you will find me out on a walk every morning. I love to walk my dogs, and if I can talk my husband into it, we will go on an additional spin in the evening after dinner. I have 2 daughters. They're now in their 20s, and I love this age. I love spending time with my girls as adults. We can laugh, we can make jokes, we can cuss, we can talk about all the things that you can't talk about with your kids. It's like the dynamic has changed. Yes, I'm still their mother. Yes, they come to me for advice, but because they're adults now, they're my children and my friend. And they both have long-term boyfriends that I love being with. So when we get together, we have the best time. And because I sold my ice cream shop, I tell everybody that I'm retired. Technically not true. I'm still working. I'm still a content creator. I work in my own home every single day, but I love to tell people I'm retired. Some things that you may not know about being a YouTuber and being a content creator. I'm self-employed. I have to pay my own health insurance, $800 a month. This girl pays for health insurance. My compensation and how I make money just goes like this. Some months are great, some months are not so great, some months are through the roof, and other months I don't think I'm going to be able to get by. It's crazy. The ups and downs and the highs and lows really are a roller coaster. I've really had to learn to just take a deep breath on a lot of days and tell myself that it all will even out in the end. But do I love it? Yes, there is nothing else that I would rather be doing. I bet you didn't know that about 12 years ago, I got a tick bite on the back of my shoulder. The tick gave me a virus, made me really sick, and I spent 4 days in the hospital. But after that, it took me about 3 months to fully recover. I was one sick girl. I love to read books, love to read. I loved the characters that the books make me create in my head, the stories and the cities and the things and the events. I love to use my imagination. I love reading a book, and I am not somebody who watches movies. I'm learning to enjoy whiskey. It is an acquired taste. My husband loves whiskey. I'm enjoying it more and more. We're learning how to use whiskey and make cocktails with whiskey and infuse whiskey. So it's something that's growing on me. I don't drink gin because if I do, I cannot sleep at night. And oddly enough, expensive tequila gives me a headache, but the cheap stuff, fabulous. I am a funny drunk. I'm a happy drunk. And it's cheap tequila. That's my thing. If my hair is in a headband or up in a ponytail, that means my hair's dirty. I didn't wash my hair that day, so now you know. My favorite colors to wear are green and pink. I love Kelly green and olive green, hot pink, light pink, fuchsia. I adore fuchsia. I love to wear black, and the one color I can't wear and I don't wear is cream. Cream, especially cream that has a little bit of a yellow tone to it, does not go with this gray hair. It makes me look dingy and sick. I enjoy decorating my home. We've done lots of home renovations and I'm always changing things around in the different rooms. I enjoy doing it, but I don't think I'm necessarily great at it. I have a little insecurity about picking out decorations. I like to look at things on Pinterest and create mood boards and get my thoughts together. And in the end, what I do always turns out pretty good. I think one of my favorite things to do is to be barefoot, outside, and in the grass. I love to pick at my flowers and my bushes and my plants and pick herbs and just walk around outside. There's something about being dirty and feeling the grass on your bare feet that just brings me to life. I still believe in Santa Claus. Do you? On Christmas morning, you should be at our house. My girls, even though they're in their 20s, they'll come into the living room still to this day on Christmas morning and enjoy all the gifts that Santa left for them. Their stockings will be filled. There will be cookies out for Santa. Christmas morning is one of those special, priceless moments that you really don't get that many of. And so in our house, we all still believe in Santa and we love Christmas morning. And now, it is time for the one big fact that I promised you. Oh boy, I hope y'all are sitting down for this one. This is going to excite you. If you have been on my channel and you know lots about me and my family, when I tell you this fact, you are probably going to jump up and down and scream and yell and clap your hands and be so excited. If you're new to my channel, this will probably excite you too, because who doesn't get excited about a wedding? That's right, you heard me, a wedding. My daughter's getting married. My oldest daughter, Kendall, which is right there in this picture, and her fiance, Tebow, are getting married. This has been a gigantic secret. I have been holding this in for 7 months, y'all. 7 months. I have been about to burst with this. But Kendall is a very private person. She didn't want me to share this information. She wanted it to come out on her own terms, and I respected her wishes. But she finally told me I can share it on my channel. Not the details, not right now. Just know that she is getting married. It's a few months away now. We're in the middle of wedding planning and all the fun things. I have bought my dress for the wedding. Kendall has her dress for the wedding, and Brecken has her dress for the wedding. So in an upcoming video, I am going to share with you a couple more details about our wedding planning, and I am going to show you my dress because I am in love. I am in love with this dress. I searched high and low. I have ordered a mountain of dresses. They have all been wrong. The fit was wrong, the color was wrong, the style was wrong, just something wasn't right. So I told myself I was not going to keep a dress until I loved the dress. And finally, I love the dress. So I will share that dress with you in an upcoming video and give you a few more details on Kendall's wedding plans. That's a lot about me, right? I would love to know something about you. So in the comments, drop a fun fact. Tell me something that I would love to know about you that probably don't. And now we know each other better, right? See you later.